question in this one asks, how do you see AI helping with some of the PHP staffing challenges, and in what other areas may it be helpful?
Want to take this one
Um,
out of him?
yeah, in professional services, we hear that a lot. Where companies have come to us and they say, how do I modernize my applications and should I just leverage AI or should I look to bring in somebody, as the case might be. And AI is really taking a hold, and justifiably so. AI can greatly accelerate the velocity in which you modernize your application. However, I usually caution companies because they approach it from a standpoint of, oh, I can save all this time and all this money. I don't need people anymore. Well, AI is not a replacement for people. But that being said, you have to think of AI as a partner. It's more of a partnership where you have AI as a partner to help you modernize. And of course, you have actual engineers that are able to not only issue the commands to AI from a knowledgeable standpoint, not just blindly shooting in the dark to get something done, but then you also have the engineers to keep the guardrails on and make sure that everything is happening in an orderly fashion and make sure everything is reviewed. Typically, what the industry finds is that while AI can accelerate your development time by about 40 to 50% on average, by the time you add in your review processes and all the other steps needed to ensure that AI doesn't go off the rails, your true velocity increase is usually around 8%, maybe 10%. So keep that in mind. But yeah, AI is really helpful in doing those things, especially when it comes to documenting the process of migration and modernization. It makes it easy to build the project and keep everybody in line with next steps and the phases and milestones that are entailed in sometimes huge endeavors.
Well, and I also want to point out like there's some great tools in the PHP ecosystem that help with this that are written by humans and have been tested, the rigorously tested. And one of those is Rector. And it makes, tooling like that is nice because you can actually detail exactly how you want things to be done. And they are typically written in ways that are taking into account things like, oh, well, these are the best practices that people have learned within the ecosystem, or these are some of the pitfalls with using this particular function. So we need to make sure that we avoid those, stuff like that. And so you get to learn from the tribal knowledge of the entire ecosystem by using those tools. And I think in many cases, you're going to get better results from those than you would just utilizing AI, which may not know how to use those and maybe making some naive assumptions based on what was on Stack Overflow 3 years ago.